know, Assemblies of God, but it's pretty strict. And what makes them different from like Presbyterian or Lutheran or something is that they really believe in the infilling of the Holy Spirit being shown through tongues and speaking in tongues and that kind of thing. And that said, my church really had an emphasis on, especially in our youth ministry, that Christians don't get depression and they don't get anxiety. And I was just raised with that belief. And when I was 15, I had a nervous breakdown. And like a real full-on, couldn't move, couldn't talk, couldn't eat for a week. In that week, it was kind of weird. I lost 27 pounds, and I pretty much ceased to exist. I obviously didn't go to school. I couldn't really do anything. But prior to that, I had gone on our leadership retreat for our youth group, and at that retreat, we had spent a lot of time by ourselves out in the woods, just kind of walking around, and I had kind of had a little chat with God, and He had said to me very clearly, you know, is your faith strong enough? I was like, strong enough for what? And He was like, is it strong enough? And I was like, sure it is. I'm pretty good in my faith. I don't know, I guess it's strong enough. And He was like, well, it's not. And I was like, okay, well, you know, I'll pray some more, I'll read my Bible some more, okay. And He was like, what's going to come is going to rock your world, and you need to make sure that your life is on track with me. And I didn't really know what He meant. I didn't, obviously, because I was 15 and I was dumb, and I was like, okay, whatever. Well, that was in January, and in March, I had a nervous breakdown. And the first thing that I did was pull away from my church, pull away from my friends, and pull away from my faith, most importantly. And I absolutely, for 2 years, lost pretty much all contact with God. And I have been on several different medications, gone through several different rounds of therapy, and different things like that, but through it all, I never turned to God, ever. And just about a year ago, exactly a year ago, I had another really traumatic, shaking episode with my anxiety and my depression. And I finally went to God, and I was like, okay, I can't do it. I give up, I'm done, I don't even want to be here. And at that time, in therapy, I was on Code Red Suicide Watch. I don't know if any of you have been to hardcore therapy, but it's kind of hard to be there. But I finally just went to God, and I was like, I can't do it. And He was like, I told you. I told you it was coming. I told you you had to be ready, and you didn't listen. And I got really mad. I was like, excuse me? What? But sure enough, He did. And He had left me with the verse Psalm 12. And I'll read it in a second. But it was, He was like, you know, I told you that through these trials, you needed to turn to me. And you didn't. And, you know, that's your fault, not mine. And so I kind of got really angry for a couple months, and then I was like, I gotta knock this off. So I went back to my church, and I didn't have any of my friends, and I didn't have, you know, my youth pastor had left, our college pastor had left, our church was really in a lot of turmoil, and I went back, and I just kind of remember sitting there in youth group one night and being like, I don't really care, if I know anyone, I don't, you know, whatever. And I just sat and prayed for 4 hours. And got a lot of answers, got a lot of good stuff. But on top of all this, I had a lot of other stuff going on. My parents separated for a little while during that time, and a lot of relationship issues and stuff going on there. Anyway, Psalm 13 is what God kind of left me with. And it's, how long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts and every day have sorrow in my heart? How long will my enemy triumph over me? Look at me and answer, O God, O Lord my God. Give light to my eyes, or I will sleep in death. My enemy will say, I have overcome him, and my foes will rejoice when I fall. But I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord, for he has been good to me. And finally, in this past year, I have kind of taken that verse to heart. And it seems like my life has come from full circle in this verse, because I started out being like, God, what the heck? How long? Are you going to forget me forever? And now I've kind of made a 360 and come around to being, I'm just going to sing to the Lord and tell him, just tell him thank you for being so good to me, because I have that salvation, and that's pretty much it. So Natalie is going to sing a song with me. Natalie, she and I have been through a ridiculous amount of stuff. Like, she's been through all this with me. So the song we're doing is The 11th Hour by George Clay, and it doesn't matter if you guys know it or not, but the words really mean a lot to me and her, actually, and just hear it.